Hello, welcome to my studio. This is the latest piece that I've been working on, and I'm going to do this video. It gives me the opportunity to talk about a couple things. The first one is the whole commission process. So this piece here is actually a commission. The couple that commissioned it, they met me at my show at the List Gallery, and they were quite taken with a painting that I had there that was a 30 by 40. And so we talked, and what their idea was that they would really like it if they could have something with the same sort of look and feel to it, but in a 3-foot by 7-foot aspect. So that's what we have here. This piece is 36 by 84 inches. And if we take a look at the photograph of the painting that they liked initially, there was a few things that they really liked about it. They liked the fact that it had some of these deeper, darker greens in it. They liked the fact that the birch trees were kind of thinner as opposed to being really thick and close up, and that the birch trees were kind of, some of them were back further in the forest behind some of the foliage. And they liked the fact of the sun, but the sun with the low horizon. So that's the kind of thing that I tried to introduce into this piece. I know this was very challenging because I've never done anything with this sort of a long aspect. It's more than twice as long as it is high. So it was really important here to be able to get a good composition. And so what I've done here is we have basically an X type or a cross shaped composition with strong horizontal coming across here of the bottom of the ground, and this strong vertical of these two trees. And then right where those meet, that's where the glow of our sun is. So that automatically kind of brings your eye over to here. One of the things I was really concerned about here was that this not look like it was several paintings. It's so wide that it could kind of resolve itself into looking like several paintings all together. And one thing that I did to really hope unify the painting and bring it together is there's a gradation that starts from here and comes all the way across, of it being very open on the left side and lots of sky showing through. And as we come across the page, there's less and less sky, and it gets a little bit darker and darker. So that helps move the eye through here and unify the painting right from one side to the other. We also have these big sweeps of foliage, almost like spiral patterns, that are tending to bring the eye into this area here, and then it continues over here, but then we have the movement of these branches that tends to bring it back up here and then down here. So we've got kind of a spiral pattern going on, and we've also got the cross-shaped pattern going on, all of that bringing the eye into this area here. So as I said, this is a commission, and the way that I do commissions, it's a very loose type of arrangement where exactly what happened here. If someone likes a painting that I've done and they say they'd like something with a similar look to it in a certain size, I'll go ahead and do that. And then if at the end of the day, if the client likes the piece, they buy it. If they don't like it, it ends up just going out to the galleries in the regular rotation. So what's really important here too to remember is it's like I'm not doing a painting for you. If you're going to commission a piece, I'm not doing a painting for you. I'm not taking a lot of detailed notes about what you want. I'm doing a painting for me that, based on a preference you've shown for other pieces of mine, it's like, well, I'm going to do something in a size that you're interested in, and chances are if you like that piece, you'll like this piece. So it's really important to remember, I'm not going to do a copy of a previous piece, and I'm not going to take it, I'm not going to work from your photographs, I'm not going to put your cottage into it, I'm not going to have you there telling me more red, less red, whatever. It's like I'm at the very worst thing that can happen when I'm working on a painting is when I'm trying to make decisions about what the painting needs next, I can't be thinking what would the client like, because again, the client, chances are, doesn't know nearly as much about art as I do. What I'm thinking about while I'm finishing a painting is what's going to make this the best painting possible. And then hopefully it will also be something that really speaks to the client. And this is not a 100% thing. I do a number of these every year, and probably 1 out of every 10, at the end of the day, the client says, it's not really what I was looking for. And it's like, fair enough. But at least at the end of the day, I've got a painting that I love that I can put out to the galleries. If I start taking detailed input from clients and then they don't want the painting, it's like, well, what am I going to do with this? Because I wouldn't have gone this way with it. So yeah, if that sort of thing interests you, then you can check it out on my website, get a hold of me. I'm happy to do the commissions. Yeah, so that's enough about the whole commission side of things. I mentioned that this painting gives me the opportunity to kill two birds with one stone and talk about a couple different things. And so that's going to be actually the next post that I put up there, and that relates to when do you know that a painting is finished? I get so many questions from artists about that when you're working on something like, how do you know when a piece is done? And so my next post is going to deal with that. Now this piece, I can just tell you, it's about 90% done. There's probably a full day worth of work left on it. So if that type of thing interests you about how I make those decisions when a piece is finished, then check out my next post on Facebook, because that's going to deal with that.